What's up guys, Crow here. So SS9 going to start in another 1 day plus. So I'm going to share with you guys what I thought about League Start, SS9 League Start. Sorry about my voice, I have some sore throat and running nose going on. Maybe I have to rest. Okay, back to the topic. So this is just a recommend. It's not how strong. My tier list is not based on how strong the hero is. My tier list is based on how fast we can get into Timer 8. So you got one Selena, they get auto bomb at level 16. For Moto, he can straight away use auto bomb right at the start. And between these three, right, Moto 1 is the best. There's a lot of buff because Summoner can't play the new focus skill, so they buff out Moto a lot. And remember that if you play any hero, that when you're leveling, when you find out that your hero have no damage, try to change your hero, because who knows whether there's some bug here or not. So these theories is all based on how fast you can get into Timer 8. It's not how strong they are. Rosha 2 by rights to be at the bottom here, but because they add in a few legendary leveling items for Rosha, like if you check out all these leveling item, Oath keep this one and the ring, mostly used for Rosha 2. For League Start, right, I don't recommend TR 1, 2, 3 because they gain damage based on Blessing. Blessing is very hard to get at League Start. And Carino 1 and Carino 3. Carino 3 is like a joke. When they did the remake, it just helped for having a better control, like without running out of your ammo, but they remove all the multiply from Carino 3. So Rihan Anger is good past season. Now is like the early stage got nerfed so hard. So but end game, right? Rihan 1 and Rihan 2 is also strong. Erica 1 should be much more cheaper than Erica 2. So all these and some of the item that we can use before we get into end game. Because I don't play them much, so all this I just found out from other player, and roughly some of the knowledge I know about the class. For Moto 1, this new glove is his main, and he have to go for Consume Life to get the Overload buff for the minion, and then the Commander Ship branding effects on the belt. And the belt you have to use Eternal Sun. So this is the thing to get on Moto 1. You have to go for Consume Life. This build is stronger on Moto 1. The item that is used is stronger on Moto 1 compared to Moto 2. Moto 2 is still able to use because Moto 2 is also auto bomber, just that he lack of damage compared to these three. Unless I'm wrong, but most of the time Moto 2, some player just like to run him because of the explosion minion. His leveling is not bad, just that compared to all 4 summoner, he doesn't really get a lot of buff for Moto 2. And Selena, now is after the new update. It's like I don't even know. That time when I write this list down, right, the Torchlight Infinite database was not updated, so they nerf Iceborne Beam again. You can see this is a nerf. Hit the same enemy, it was at 40%, now it's 65%. So cold damage, I'm not sure. And cold damage, if you look at the talent panel, is like a joke. It's too hard to find damage at the early stage of the game other than attack skill. Attack skill have better skilling compared to spell, sentry. Yeah. So depend on what hero you want to use, what build, you go check out the talent node. You will know that whether they are strong in the early stage of the game. So all this you can break it down. Gamma 1 is still strong. Like those that know how to play her, you will know that how strong she is. Because yeah. And then Gamma 3, right? What I have in mind is Ground Shaker. At the back can change to Hammer of Ash. Why Ground Shaker? Because Warcry. You can play Warcry also. And Ground Shaker is good for auto bombing when we get the instruction. And then we also can go play Acuteness Focus with the legendary amulet. Right? Because for Gamma 3, under her heal 75 heal trait, we can get Scorch extra curse. So we don't really need to rely on the amulet to get extra curse. So I most probably will play Gamma 3. But I will see how. Right now is like no concept. Everything is like no idea. Iris 2 is still able to play, but early stage of the game fucked up. End game is still strong. Sorry. So for Yugato, my control nerf. So not much people will play him anymore. But my Yugato, right? If you go look at Goddess of Deception, and then I think it's you need to rely on the Psychic. Psychic is a must. Goddess of Deception and the Leech. Other than that, like Shadow Master, I think it's Psychic, Shadow Master. Like these two is important for dot damage. It's a bit hard. The talent, right? There's a huge adjustment to the talent panel. Most of the build that I see is all nerf. For example, you have to choose. Like just look at Psychic. Wing Walk is very strong, but they add Reap Purification here. If I play Gamma 2 Force Terra, I'm not even sure what to choose. Like you can't run the build without these, and then you lose so much damage. It's just that no idea. All these change, man. Expect us to get it on Pre-Gear of the God at the early stage of the game. No, I'm not even sure how many people will get stuck in killing Traveler. When not much people killing Traveler, how are we going to farm the Pre-Gear of the God? And then another one, we can get it on the Branding FX. But Branding FX, Sandlot, who knows how hard it is to get everything. They only increase the gold coin. What about Airship? Who knows? Bing is still not bad for leveling, depending on whether you like to use him or not. The old build that used in SS8 is still able to play. And then Rosha 1, I would suggest not much people. I would suggest don't play her. Why? Holy Domain got nerfed half of it. It was at 5 meter, now it's 2.5 meter. 2.5 meter is exactly where you stand between you and the training dummy. That's how close the enemy have to be on you. So if you play range skill, most of the time your hero trait multiply will not hit the enemy. And then you have to go face tank every shit. This one depend. If you want to play her, you sure can. But it's still the best leveling skill, right? Just go Ground Shaker. Like most build, right? Why I suggest Ground Shaker? Because Ground Shaker is the highest. It's the highest multiply skill that we have. With the early stage of the game that we got nerfed so much for the talent panel, right? We need to go for high multiply skill. You can look at the previous stream under the Korean, right? They have a run for Rosha 2 using Frostbite. You just look at the leveling campaign run, how slow he killed the enemy. Damn, man. It's like Rosha 2 using Frostbite. I'm not sure what the hell they're thinking. Frostbite is like no damage, man. And then you have to suffer until you get level 7 before you can get Ground Shaker. And then use Ground Shaker to level all the way. Most hero just use Ground Shaker level all the way to 75 or 90. And if you look at the Korean stream, right, it showed up that they use the Moonstrike for the mana stack. The Moonstrike, the damage, not sure. It looks so only. It really looks so. So mostly maybe for Rosha 2, early stage of the game, go for high burst skill like Ground Shaker with the acuteness. Acuteness focus is not bad if you go look at the multiply. This is not bad. Right now, everyone is talking about Thunder focus, but there's no way you can get this very good. Fast trigger plus high damage on Thunder focus is not possible without high cost. Then Gamma 2 Frozen Pad, you need to use the support gem. So best is to use Ground Shaker. And Frost Terra, the way I look at it, we lose too much from the talent panel. So I don't even find that Frost Terra is good. But really have to go try it out. So I'm not sure what I will going to play. Erica 1 best is to use the Corrosion Throw, Corrosive Throw, Thunder Spike for leveling. Endgame, the old build, Berserking Blade is still strong. And you can always go for strength stacking. Fire, Warcry build that is strong for past few seasons already. For Erica 1. Erica 2, as we all know, that's what everyone will be going for. So if you play Erica 2, it'll be like freaking expensive just to get the item. Carino 2 is good for League Start, but I'm not sure his endgame. Ice Lens got nerfed. What other budget build that we can use? No idea. This have to drop down. Like all these things, you guys can click it through. I list down a lot of stuff already. This is the ultimate. I'm not sure how I spell it. I think it's ULIT. Yeah, this is ultimate. Ultimate memory progress. This is for Rihan 1. You need to get +3. Together +5. +5 to the rampaging. You need to get +5 to the rampaging for the hero trait level to get enough cooldown to reach T1 burst. T1 burst is 1 frame 30 hit. T2 burst is 1 frame 15 hit. T3 burst is 1 frame 10 hit. So the goal is 1 frame 30 hit. And if you want to play Rihan 2, right, like not recommend hero is for a player that is new. If you know what you are going to do, just play them. Play whichever hero you need and you want. Like everything I just list down. Damn, my throat. So just look here. I list down very clearly already. And that's basically it. And I say again, this is League Start recommend. Recommend is for campaign to T8. Those that is behind, I have no idea. It's too hard to say who is strong, who is not strong, and what skill to use. So all this is not strong tier list. This is just a recommend for campaign to T8, and that basically it. If you find that the video is useful, give me some like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you guys for watching. See ya. Bye bye.